What's up, YouTube? This is GalacticGod, and welcome to the episode of Yugioh Chat. Now, first off, let me let you guys know that I just purchased my tickets to the 2012 San Diego Comic-Con. So just like last year, I'm going to be attending once again this summer. Hopefully there's going to be a lot of good panels, a lot of good special events. I'm going to swing by the Konami booth. Hopefully there's going to be a lot of upcoming product that we don't know about yet that's going to be showcased there. I'm hoping to meet a lot of good players, get in a lot of good duels, all that kind of wonderful stuff. So if you're going to be at the San Diego Comic-Con, make sure you let me know down in the comment section, or go ahead and shoot me a PM. Maybe we can meet up, have a good match, all that kind of wonderful stuff. So, as that's off to the side now, let me get on to this week's topic. And what I want to talk about this week is using OCG cards in the TCG. Now, this is kind of a little bit of a controversial subject, I guess, especially for those that are purists to the TCG. I know when they see OCG cards in TCG players' decks, they kind of think that they're either scrubs or, noobs or something like that. But it is a good way to proxy cards in. But I want to ask you the question, what is the real problem with using an OCG card in the TCG? Obviously, we're allowed to use other foreign language cards here in America. I can use German cards or, French or whatever. And the reasoning they have is that they are the same rarity. They're released at the same time, which is an understandable difference. But if the card is already released here in the TCG, what is the real big issue with using an OCG version? Obviously, you still need to have the English copy text available for your opponent to read, but that's the same thing if I was using a German card. If my opponent doesn't speak German or doesn't read German per se for the card, I need to have that extra text there for them to be able to look at and know the effect. That said, you can do the same thing for any other card that is released in the TCG and in the OCG at the same time. So for example, if I wanted to use a Wind-Up Zenmaines that is now released in the OCG and is a lot easier to get than the TCG version, what is the real big issue with using it? Obviously it's already released here so people know the effect, and if they don't, you can supply them with an actual copy of what the effect is. So what is that big issue? What is holding us back from using OCG cards that are actually released here? Now I can understand not using OCG cards that haven't been released in the TCG. That makes sense to me. But what is that issue? What is Konami doing? Is it just that they want to try and keep our market separate? That they want to focus our player base on buying our product, and so because of that they don't want us to buy the easier to get OCG versions of the cards? I think that if there's an OCG version of a TCG card, that we should be perhaps allowed to use it in official tournament play. I don't see that there's anything wrong with it. We're allowed to use it with other foreign language cards that are already released in the TCG. I don't understand what the big deal is. In the comment section below, let me know what you think of this subject. Do you think Konami is just holding us back so that we spend money on TCG project? Or do you think that there is some bigger master plan at work? What do you think it is? So I guess that's about it for this week. This is GalacticGod.